Okay, now everything's all settled. We can finally go ahead and we can play an actual game. Even if a lot of people say that this is one of the bad Resident Evil games, same way they say that latest update data for software has been found. So, okay, we are not going to be playing Resident Evil 5 because I am not going to put up with another data installment. So, I'll save that for a rainy day, I guess. What we are going to play is one of my favorite games, and that is Uncharted 2. And hopefully yes, thank goodness the game plays. The game is back on. Latest update data for this software has been found. Come on. I played this game already before. Okay, so no on the Uncharted 2 game then. Alrighty then, so never mind the fact that I played this game before. No, you always gotta update the software, right? Even though video games never did have to worry about doing. You never had to worry about games doing that back then, but nope. Now we gotta go ahead, gotta change with the times, right? Well, sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So stupid, man. Like Randy Orton, but stupid, stupid. That's what it is. Oh my god! And the latest update. Oh my god! And it just so happens that once again, another latest. Okay, all right. One more game. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. I swear, if this game does not do latest update, I how many more updates? How many updates can you give to video games? How? How many updates can you give? Can you find? Better yet, they always say, "Well, we found the latest data. So, do you want to download your software?" No, I just want to play the game. I don't care if the software isn't up to date. Well, we discovered. I swear, if it happens, it's better not happen. This doll, thank goodness. So, after about 3 games in, I finally now have a game that I was about to lose my mind if it did the exact same thing that I did before. If it went ahead and said, well, we found some new software data because I remember when I installed it, when I thought, hey, maybe I can also use a Twitch account because hey, my big sister, she uses the same. Hey, my sister, she uses the same thing. She does the same thing, and she's got like 100 and so followers, and she's getting paid for it. So hey, I can go ahead and do the same thing. But that was just getting too slow for me. And for some reason, the volume is not working. Great. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. Just want to hit somebody. And, and, and. Just stomp his Just stomp his skull in. Bam, bam, If you want to know what I'm doing right now, I'm just basically stomping Randy Orton all over the ring to get my frustrations out. And I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm still kicking him. And kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking because that is how frustrated I am right now. I'm literally kicking him all around the ring. That's literally what I'm doing right now. He was just about to get up, but you know what? No. No, Randy. No. 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 All right. One more. And how about one of these? Yeah. Oh. Whoa. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna mute, and we're just gonna play some matches until I don't know, 6 minutes, 40 seconds, 6 minutes and 20 seconds now. Like I said, I'm losing. I don't know, man. I'm just losing it. I'm losing my mind. Let's see here. We'll do Shawn Michaels versus Kane. Why not? And we'll make it in a steel cage. There will obviously be no time limit. And it will be at why not? At SummerSlam. We'll make it at SummerSlam. So it's Shawn Michaels versus Kane in a steel cage match. But it's gonna be like old school. An old school cage match because there will be no escaping the cage. At least I don't know, can you do that? Can you still escape the cage? Even though I didn't make that as part of the rule. Oh my god. Every single time I try to do a live stream, I always end up getting tired. And Joe Cronin, I envy you, brother. I wish I knew how you were able to do this. Well, I mean, I guess I kind of know. Like, I definitely want to do this so I can make a living, and you actually specifically do this for a living. I'm trying to make this a living. You are doing this for a living. So respect to you, man. I do not know how you are able to, put in at the same time. I just don't know how you're able to put in like all that content because I'm only like 9 minutes in, and before that I did like 13 minutes, and just keeps getting more and more frustrating. Just trying to exceed everybody's expectations. Oh no! Oh no! No! All right, there we go. Especially when you're going up against a guy like Kane, it's almost like being in like a black and white movie. Like so either like especially when you got a guy like Kane, like a classic horror film, or maybe even like a wrestling version of a Raging Bull for any Martin Scorsese fans out there. And he just nailed me with the DDT. Nevertheless, so much better than the monstrosity that was known as Road to WrestleMania. And suck it. Now I'm playing HBK, HB Shizzle with the hip toss. Oh, what a picture. Perfect drop kick. And it's raining right now. 11 minutes in, and it's raining. And he sits right back up. Yep. To me, like, obviously, if you guys saw this, you would probably be like, dude, why is your TV in black and white? I have no idea. Probably has to do with the HDMI, the fact that it's on an AV component and not HDMI. And this is a LG TV, so maybe that's the reason why it's not why the picture looks like this. But like I said, with every negative you turn to a positive. So as a big film fan, I can say, oh wow, it almost reminds me of like Raging Bull with Martin Scorsese, only instead of boxing, it's wrestling. Bam! Sweet chin music. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. And alright, it's a 2 out of 3 falls cage match. And once again, just like that of World Class Championship Wrestling and our cage matches just overall back then, there will be no escaping this cage. Instead, it will be a 2 out. Instead, it will just, be 2 guys confined to a cage and fighting inside of it. Just like it used to be back then. Which is something I definitely didn't know was a thing. I guess I kind of always wondered, like when watching older cage matches, like, how come they're not trying to, like, escape the cage? Because back then it was supposed to be about trapping the wrestlers. And so basically it was like pro wrestling's version of the octagon for a period of time. So just like in how in the octagon you never have anybody escaping that, that was the same thing the steel cage was for. It's like, go ahead, lock these guys up, and have them just start fighting. I just wonder, what exactly did that start to change? Like, what was the specific moment that really, like, when they were like, okay, so instead of having these guys just confined to a steel cage, we're going to have instead of these guys confined to just a steel cage, we're going to have Oh, right. We're going to have like an escape rule. You have to escape the cage or you have to pin your opponent. And once again, I'm going to go up. Elijah Washington is here. So hopefully now we're going to hopefully now we're going to get some people on the chat because that's one of the things that I really like about doing live streams is that I can go ahead and see the chat, hear what they have to say about all this, ask them how their day's doing. And of course, even though I did have one particular live stream where I said there was going to be a Q&A, I'm always open to really any question or any question you guys want. All right, HBK with the elbow. And he goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. And HBK wins. And it's been 16 minutes and now 53 seconds. Now it's going to be about 17. It is now 17 minutes. And yeah, I'm probably just going to go ahead and turn the game off now. So, obviously, as you can tell, I am very tired right now, and I don't really know. Sorry, so I don't really know what else to do. I mean, I thought that maybe it was gonna, when I played that one, Road to WrestleMania, I'll even show you the card. Maybe that was gonna get some people to start watching, but seeing how, you never really see a whole lot of people just, playing the Game Boy Advance, but that clearly backfired. So maybe for now, unless I'm really energized enough, or I got something I can do, I'll probably just for now keep the live streams only to about maybe 20, maybe for 30 minutes, probably only 20. I guess I could go ahead and I could talk a little bit about my just how it's been as far as handling depression. That seems to get people watching. Even though I don't really like talking about it, and I definitely don't like doing things like that specifically for views, because to me that's just weird. Even though if I did, it would be more than just to get views, but even it wouldn't even really be about getting views. It would just be about just hoping that I can reach some people out there that kind of going through the same situation I'm going through. Meaning that you have family you have family members that love you and do care about you, but you also have that same family just not understanding where you're coming from in hindsight. You just don't know. You know what I mean? Or like you know what you have to do. It's like you and your family know what you have to do in order to be better. But somehow you just can't see it. Or you don't want to see it. If that makes any sense. Like it's very clear that you're all asking for the same thing. But yet you still just want to go on blaming the other person and just tell them, oh, they have no idea what they're talking about. Ah, they're full of it. And it doesn't help, obviously, when the child does it, and it doesn't help when the parents do it either. And I think I have shown you guys this book before, but I'll just show it again. First things first. Really great book. I don't know. Maybe that might be it. Maybe that's what I need to do. I mean, I've always been told that I was a great motivational speaker, so maybe I might do that. And I might do that and throw some wrestling, or maybe I won't even talk about that either, because, and again, that's what everybody always calls me. Oh, it's the wrestling kid. That's the wrestling guy. And I don't have a problem with that, but I do have a problem with that. At least when I feel like that's all people just see me as. So, I guess anyway, so back to first things first. I remember reading this book, and I think it's a really great read. I highly recommend that you guys check it out. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I thought it was just gonna be boring. But there's one thing in particular that really resonated with me. A father comes back, and he had a long day at work. Okay? And what does he want to do? And this was a book that was from the 90s. But tell me how different this really is to today. Trust me when I say it's not. The father comes back from work. He had a really long day, and all he wants to do is sit there and watch his videotape that he got from the video store. How different is that than a dad that just wants to kick back, have a snack, and just watch TV? Whether it's watching TV or checking his phone. How different is that? It's not. So, okay, so the dad does that, and eventually he ends up having a talk with his son, and and the father is more enthusiastic than the son is, as he's telling him, so how did your day go? It was alright. How was school? It was alright. Now, the father doesn't understand why his son is doing these one word, giving out these one word answers. So he starts to get a little bit annoyed, a little aggravated. And he wonders, and as the son, just goes out, is about to go outside, he continues to have like those one word questions like, oh, where are you going? I'm just going outside. I'm going to be back. I don't know. What is it with you? It's always these one word answers. And that's where the father starts getting aggravated. Um, but what good does that really do? Because once you've become aggravated towards your child that way, when he's just giving one word answers, well, to me, that's only putting more blame on him than it is really helping him understand. It is like being a wake up alarm, a wake up call, if you will. And that just makes it and especially when you yell at him or get aggravated at him that sounds like yelling, then that's just going to make him more uncomfortable and wonder, okay, so should I go ahead and should I really talk to them when they went ahead and they said things like this? Like, that they will always care about you. But once you do look up things like mental health and signs of depression and signs of PTSD, and you notice that you have those signs, and just looking up signs of things that parents, have been known to do that aren't really okay to do in many ways, not just today, but just in general. When they don't really, when they just kind of push that to the wayside and just think it's just overreacting. And once you do kind of go into detail about things like that, and you end up telling them all these things in intricate detail, and they just say, oh, well, if all this changed, nothing would really be any different. Do you really think that if we did all this, that things would be better? Hopefully, just, I don't know. And look, I know I'm not. Well, at least my dad told me, and I know like my mom just. I know I'm not supposed to talk about this. I'm not supposed to have discussions about this outside of the family. I'm supposed to talk about things like this. I don't know why though. I mean, it's just expressing myself. I'm not hating on any. I'm not hating anyone. I'm not saying that I hate anyone. I'm not talking about anything that deep. It's no different than what any other kid is going through. And what if somehow even if this only gets like one person watching, who's to say that this video won't change somebody's life? And I'm not saying that as in like that I'm the most intelligent kid. I'm like the best person when it comes to talking about therapy or depression or whatever, but sometimes the smallest things are the most special. So maybe somehow, some way, there is somebody out there that I end up reaching through this message. Even if it's just one person. Maybe there's somebody out there that relates to me. Maybe there's someone out there who thought all hope was lost. And then I went ahead and I showed them the stream. Or they were just kind of scrolling around and it was like, well, I got nothing better to do, so I guess I'll go ahead and I'll check this stream out. And at first they were just like, oh my god, what was I thinking? Well, I guess I better go and just keep going. Better yet, like with my first live stream. Like, I know I said it was a failure, but there were also like 7 people watching it though. So maybe it reached, maybe I reached out to like, maybe it reached out to like 7 people. So maybe 7 people who like, I mean, I don't know who they are. I mean, I can't check even the person that's watching right now. I can only just see that there's one person. But maybe out of all those 7 people, there's somebody out there that just wants somebody to just speak their truth. I don't know, man. I just don't think that I just don't think that hiding things like this is healthy. And just immediately taking streams like this where I'm talking about like the situation that I'm going through as far as my parents not understanding. I don't know why that's such a bad thing. Or why it's immediately boiled down to I'm just bringing in private business. I'm exposing something that I shouldn't be exposing. I'm not really exposing anybody. I'm just saying this is how I feel. And I don't know how else to say it. I don't even know how to say it to really anyone. Because it's so hard to. Like, even though I'm right here talking to you guys, I don't know what to say. Like, the words can come out of my mouth. I can say it. But I don't know if I really have any trust for anybody. It doesn't mean that I am against anyone. It's just harder for me to see that there are people out there that I could fully trust. Because when you're having a conversation and somebody, especially when it's your parents, they tell you that you can tell us anything and tell us what's bothering you, and if it's something that we're doing, come and tell us, and you tell them, and they just don't understand. Then how can you really trust anyone if you can't even trust the people that love you, even though you love them? But just like my therapist Zachary said, I just gotta go to my happy place. And my happy place, I guess, would be something along the lines of just being out in the no, just being in a some home, and it's snowing outside. There's um there's a Christmas tree hanging up, and I'm just laying there, and just in peace as the Christmas music plays in the background, and or movie soundtracks and just things like that. Any of the music that I want to listen to, and I'm just surrounded by all the photos of my family. I I apologize for all the technical difficulties we've been having, and I also apologize for just this traumatic moment I'm having right now. Well, people just say it's all in my head. That's what people always tell me. It's all in my head. But it's more than just in my head. So I've been working. Uh, Obviously, I've been doing these live streams for about a week or two, and thank you to the 17 people that viewed that stream of Here Comes the Pain. I really appreciate it. I guess I might have to do more because that seems to be the main thing that's it's selling right now as far as mainstream as like live streams go. So I guess I'll probably maybe tomorrow I'll do another live stream on that. So we've been going on for now about 41 minutes and 30 seconds. So nobody in the chat. So usually I would just go ahead and just cut the camera off. Especially when I'm obviously tired and just can't take all this pressure anymore. Look, I don't know who's watching this right now. I really wish I knew. So I could just go ahead and just say thank you. I'm just glad that, because, for all the people that are not watching, for all the people that are watching, I just don't see you guys as just views. I see you guys as my friends, as, I don't know, just people who just appreciate just being able to even slightly like what I do here. And thank you to the second person that's watching right now. I almost want to just go ahead and just play music. I don't even care if I get copyrighted. I was already copyrighted once. Yeah, they go ahead and they get away with everything else. They get away with showing retarded things like murder. God forbid somebody goes ahead, they play some music, that music off Pandora on a YouTube live stream, and the next thing you know, copyright, monetized. And just once again, thank you to the 2 people there and the 3 people that are watching. Hey, Randy. Everything, man. You know what's up? Everything. No, not really. A lot of technical difficulties, whether it was me trying to play, like, like trying to put 3 games into my PS3, and they all said that we found update software, and we all know how long those take. So there was that, and then to top it all off, and then before that, I couldn't find my PlayStation. Then I found it, and I don't know. I just figured, okay, I'll show my PS3 because Gina J's been, because hey, Gina J, she does the same thing. She plays a lot of Uncharted. That's one of my favorite games. I love playing Uncharted, especially Uncharted 2 and or 3. So I tried playing those. And of course, said wait for updates. So yeah, that happened. And then before that, I played Road to WrestleMania on the Game Boy Advance. I think it's around here. It's around here somewhere. And I don't even know where it is. So I don't think it was really serious, though. I like to think it was just joking, but I don't know, man. I mean, honestly, I feel like I'm already being too much in general. Even though I just feel, I mean, I always thought that, okay, this is just how they joke around and they really don't have a problem with me, but then sometimes it's like Brian Pillman, man. It's like sometimes the lines are just so blurred. I can't even tell from when are they joking and when are they being serious. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know if he hates me. I don't know if he doesn't hate me. I mean, I don't hate him. Even if sometimes, he can get annoying, but I don't know. I don't know if he hates me. Maybe he does. I don't know. I don't know. I just thought in general, even though kind of in general, I always thought maybe I was being a little too much on there. Maybe I was being too weird. Maybe I was just saying things too much. Or maybe they are just joking with me. I don't know. That's the problem. The lines are so blurred right now. And not just with Discord, but just with everyone. And then I went on a. And then next thing you know, I'm just going ahead. I'm talking about talking about like what I've been doing so far is like controlling. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Then again, the internet can just be too stressful, anyways, even when you are having fun. So, yeah, thanks, Randy. So I just kind of went ahead and I talked about what I've been doing as far as um, controlling depression and everything, and then and that's already kind of a emotional thing to talk about. So yeah, I know. It's not even really. I don't even think it's really them. It's not even really them. It's just it's just life. Life in general is just not really. It's kind of a tricky slope at this point. I don't really, you know, focus on them too much. And even if they are mad at me, even if they do hate me, I at least try to remember that, they have they have things going on in their lives too, and I wish them nothing but the best. Even if I'm not really saying it in the most happiest of moods right now. Yeah, going, well, glad that you guys showed up. I didn't really think anybody was going to show up. I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe I wasn't doing good. Maybe I was being too repetitive. Maybe I was not really putting out content that was worth it. Because who knows who's into what. You can go ahead, you can have it's like you can make a video where you are just, I don't know, doing some challenge or what. It's like you go ahead and you do some stupid challenge. Next thing you know, views galore. But or you go ahead, you make one cover song and you actually do a decent job of it, and the next thing you know, you're a superstar. But to go ahead, you make a video where you're just some kid from Indiana that's just trying to make as much content as he can, and he goes ahead and he talks about whatever's on his mind and about wrestling and whatnot. Next thing you know, no, man, who cares? Push him to the wayside. I think it's also because I'm just really tired right now. Even though I really do just want to try to do every live stream each day. So even if I don't even really make like 1,000 subscribers in like what, a year maybe, a few months, at the very least I can say I made like 1,000 videos. So that's at least one of the goals I wanted to have in my life. Try to make up to like 1,000 videos at least, and hopefully with all the videos that I make, there will be like that many subscribers and maybe even more. And if I do end up getting a job, like there's like a comic book store apparently that's opening within the New Haven area. So maybe I can, if I ever do get that opportunity as a job, I can balance the two out. I can go work at the store and then make a live stream. So I'll have like two ways of making money, because that's really what I want to do. I want to not only make money just to make money, but also so I can prove to people that I'm independent, that I can be independent and do things for myself. And I want to do things for myself. I want to be independent. The only problem is I don't feel anybody trusts me. And the people that do trust me, I don't really believe. So I'm going to be going now. Thank you for those who liked the comment. Fruit and I meant that liked the live stream. I honestly just need to get some rest. It's just not worth it. I mean, what's the point of like going on to like other live streams if you feel like shit? Like you go on somebody's live stream and you're just having the time of your life, but in reality, you feel like garbage. Is that not lying to them? So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't really know what to do. Maybe I will just, I don't know, just try to come up with some things to talk about for the next live stream, and then I'll just continue from there. Because I think I get too tired from gaming for like an hour. And then keeping track of your guys' chat, and all I know is I don't have. Oh my god, I'm just repeating myself at this point. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna get going now. I can't. That's it. I'm done. I'm just gonna go ahead. Just gonna end the stream. Thank you guys for watching. Please make sure to like, share, subscribe, and be sure to check out Casey is Raw and Frank from the Harsh Truth and the horny goat crew with Gina J and Michael Chow and Cody Mastro and Joe Cronin and Jake DeMarco's Countdown Ended channel, and of course Gatekeeper Drew and the Rose. I know I've screwed up. I screwed up so much in my life. I'm not a bad kid. I'm 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 really just trying to be better. I'm sorry for anybody that I've hurt or I've made feel uncomfortable. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to do. I can't take anything back.